I want to tell you about the Tuesday I found the group chat. Not because someone showed it to me, not because my husband told me. Because my husband left his phone on the kitchen counter while he was in the shower and a message came through and I saw the preview before I could look away. The group was called Family Updates. The preview said, "Did Rachel seem off to you at dinner Sunday? She barely talked." The message was from my mother-in-law. The response, from my husband's brother, said, "She's always like that. Tom doesn't see it." Tom is my husband. I am Rachel. I had been at that dinner. I had thought it went fine. I put the phone face down on the counter. I went and sat at the kitchen table. I stayed there until I heard the shower turn off. My husband came downstairs. He saw me at the table. He said good morning. I said good morning. He picked up his phone. He saw the screen. He looked at me. I looked at him. He said, "How much did you see?" I said, "Enough." I want to tell you how long that group chat had existed before I found out about it. 3 years. Not 3 months. 3 years. My husband had been in a group chat with his mother, his brother, and his sister for 3 years. A group chat called Family Updates. A group chat that, based on the message I had seen, included conversations about me. I asked him to show me the chat. He said he didn't think that was a good idea. I asked him why not. He said because some of the things in it would hurt me and he didn't want me to be hurt. I told him I was already hurt. He said he knew. I asked him again to show me the chat. He said he needed a minute. I told him I had been excluded from a 3-year conversation about my own marriage and I did not think he had a minute. He handed me the phone. I want to be careful here about what I tell you. Not because I want to protect anyone. Because some of what was in that chat I am not ready to say out loud yet. What I will tell you is this. There were conversations about my parenting. We have 2 children. My mother-in-law had opinions about how I was raising them and she had shared those opinions in a group chat that did not include me. There were conversations about my relationship with my own family. My mother-in-law felt I spent too much time with my parents and not enough time making Tom's family my primary family. She had said this in multiple messages across multiple months. My husband had responded to some of these messages. He had not defended me in the way I would have hoped. He had said things like, "I know what you mean and she is working on it and give her time. She is working on it." As if I were a project. As if there were something wrong with me that required patience and management. As if my husband had been reporting back to his family about my progress for 3 years without telling me. I put the phone down. I did not throw it. I want to be clear that I did not throw it. I put it down carefully on the table and I stood up and I went to the back porch and I stood outside in the cold for about 10 minutes. My husband came outside. He said he was sorry. I asked him what specifically he was sorry for. He said he was sorry I had found out like this. I told him that was an interesting thing to be sorry for. He said he was sorry for the things he had said in the chat. I asked him if he had meant them. He was quiet. I asked him again. He said he had been trying to manage his mother. I asked him if managing his mother required telling her I was working on being a better daughter-in-law. He said he had been trying to keep the peace. I told him the peace he had been keeping was a peace I had not been invited to. He said he understood. He said he should have told her to stop. I asked him how many times he had had the opportunity to tell her to stop over 3 years. He did not answer. I called my mother-in-law that afternoon. My husband did not ask me not to. I think he knew he did not have the standing. She answered warmly. She said, "Rachel, how lovely." I told her I had seen the group chat. She was quiet for a moment. She said, "Oh." I told her I had seen the messages about my parenting. I told her I had seen the messages about my family. I told her I had seen 3 years of conversations about my marriage that I had not been part of. She said she was just trying to stay connected to her son. I told her staying connected to her son did not require a private channel to discuss his wife. She said she hadn't meant any harm. I told her harm and intention were two different things. She said I was taking it out of context. I asked her what context made she is working on it acceptable. She said Tom had said that, not her. I told her Tom was my husband and he had been reporting to her about me for 3 years and that was not a context problem, that was a marriage problem. She said I was being dramatic. I told her dramatic was a word people used when they wanted to avoid accountability. She said she loved me. I told her I was going to need more than that. She said she didn't know what else to give me. I told her a conversation that didn't happen in a group chat without me would be a start. My husband and I talked that night for a long time. It was not a good conversation. It was a necessary one. He said he had made a mistake. He said he had been managing his mother his whole life and he had fallen into patterns that were not fair to me and he understood that now. I asked him if he had understood it before I found the phone. He said he had been avoiding understanding it. I told him avoiding understanding something for 3 years was a choice. He said he knew. He said he was sorry. He said he wanted to fix it. I asked him how. He said he would leave the group. I asked him if that was enough. He said he didn't know. I said I didn't know either. He left the group that night. His mother called him the next morning. I was in the room. I heard his side of the conversation. He said he should have done it a long time ago. He said some things needed to change. He said he loved her and this was not negotiable. I am not going to tell you how she responded because I only heard his side. What I will tell you is that the call lasted 11 minutes and when he hung up he sat down next to me and he took my hand and he said I should have done that a long time ago. I said yes. He said I'm sorry. I said I know. We are still working through it. I want to be honest about that. Finding a 3-year group chat about your marriage is not something you process in a week. It is not something you process in a month. I am still finding messages in my memory that I am not ready to think about yet. I am still sitting with the version of my husband who typed she is working on it and pressed send and went back to his day. I am still figuring out what I do with that version. My mother-in-law has not apologized directly. She sent flowers. They were nice flowers. I put them in the kitchen where I could see them and I thought about what flowers mean when they arrive without words attached and I decided that flowers without words are just flowers. My sister says I should be angrier at my husband than at his mother. My best friend says I should be equally angry at both. My therapist, who I started seeing 3 weeks after I found the phone, says anger is not a ranking system and I am allowed to feel all of it at once. I think my therapist is right. Was I wrong to confront them both? Or did 3 years of family updates about my marriage answer that question the moment I saw the preview on that screen? Down finger, drop your verdict in the comments. NTA or YTA? Bell, subscribe to The Verdict for new stories every week. Because every story deserves a verdict.